Hi Cappies, welcome to Tarot in the Dark. My name is Tori. Tonight we're going to take a look at the week of August 11th. Guys, forgive me. I was traveling last week. I usually post the readings for the week before, but it just wasn't working out. So forgive me. I apologize. I hope you all are enjoying this week. I hope you had a great last week. And let's just take a look and see what Spirit has for you. Just heads up, when I was meditating and preparing for your reading, I heard that there's something in regards to fixing your crown this week. So it's almost as if your crown was put on like sideways, crooked, slanted, and Spirit is like coming through, like your team is coming through to adjust it. Okay, so this week you could be dealing with some realignment. You could be dealing with some challenges that feel overwhelming. You could be feeling called back to the past or being pulled back to the things that you felt like you had released and let go of. Just know that this is a realignment. There's an adjustment to your crown, okay? Which means that you are some type of royalty, some type of priesthood, that you are deserving and valuable and seen and worthy for God to be showing me a crown. You only wear a crown when you earned it. So don't forget the hard work that you put in, and keep that in mind during this week when you are faced with challenges. Okay, Cappies? Love at the bottom of the deck. Wow. Before you can truly love another, you need to open your heart and allow yourself to receive love first. If you open your heart to love, it will flow into your soul. Wow. It's almost like I saw water like radiating in and out of you. And so this week, faith, loving, and then letting go is not only one of the most challenging things we can do, it's also the bravest. Take big, deep breaths and know this is right. Oh my gosh, that is so amazing, because that's exactly what I was just saying, what Spirit was showing me in regards to like the past and, you know, remembering where you came from and the hard work that you've put in. Wow. Shadow work. Okay. Message. Okay. There's information that is going to be coming in this week that is scary. It is overwhelming, and it may feel that way for you because it's going to cause you to stop and meditate and contemplate on the past. Okay, this contemplation is not here for it to cause you harm. It is here so that there can be a readjustment and a realigning of the things that you desire or that you have been holding on to. So it's almost like you want to go somewhere new, but there's something about this past energy, this shadow, that is requiring for you to clean it up. There's like a sweeping up, like no more of this. We're not going to do this, because look, there's this cycle, this round and round energy of feeling like there's a continuous spiraling effect of going through the same thing over and over and over again. And in order to do that, there has to be a realignment. That's where your crown is being readjusted. Time to go, an unfinished symphony. The unfinished symphony, it has to do with this song that you keep telling yourself. I can feel this very strongly, Cappies. There's something in your past that was very delicate for you. Something that you had been protective of or protecting. It's you that's been protecting it. But it's almost like Spirit is showing me you need to allow that egg to roll down the hill. Just let it go. Let the egg go. And that's where this time to go comes into play. You don't have time to sit around and to deal with this. So allow yourself to meditate this week, to sit with that shadow, to feel the pain, to feel the stings, to feel the bites, to feel the turmoil of the past, to feel the agony, right, that comes with releasing this. But remember that it's time for you to let it go. This is the end of that situation. It does not glitter, and it was not glittering with gold is what I'm hearing. The gold that was glittering in that situation was what you brought, the sparkle that you brought to the table. And it's time to release that. It's time to release that so that you can allow yourself to go and to fly and to be this beautiful butterfly that you've become. Okay, it's time to let this go. Let that situation go. Understand that yes, you love that person, you love that situation, but that person and that situation is not what's best for your future. Look, the sun is trying to come in. Happiness and well-being. I love that. And then you have crib, birth or conception of a child or an enterprise. That's coming out of this conflict and this chaos. You're gaining these things, okay? Look, in October, April, so between October and April, something's going to transpire for you. A wish is being granted, not unsuccessful plans. That's that past energy. And May. Oh my goodness, check this out. You have so many timing cards. Whatever it is, okay, this is how Spirit is showing this to me. There's something that's going to be harvested in October, okay? Something about a harvest in October. There's something that's going to be harvested in October, and that thing that is harvested in October is going to begin to bear fruit between April and May. The plans of the past, and this does feel like a relationship, guys. The plans of the past, they're showing me third parties. The pretzel of the past, the situation that you were entangled in the past with someone else was unsuccessful because it was not going to allow you to receive the wish and to create the enterprise that you are creating. That's where the fixing of the crown is coming into play. Okay, that's where that fixing of the crown is coming into play, because Spirit is readjusting your crown. A readjustment means that I'm going to take the crown in the position that it was, and Spirit is like saying that that wasn't the appropriate position for you. That was not where you were supposed to be. That situation was not beneficial for you. So now I'm going to take that crown and I'm going to readjust it. I'm going to realign it, right? I'm going to correct the shape. I'm going to stretch it and make it wider so that it fits you now, the new you, not the old version of you. It was tight and it was uncomfortable, and you felt discomfort in your body and in your spirit and in every part of you because it wasn't where you were supposed to be. So now Spirit is like, I'm readjusting that crown so that I can realign you with where you're supposed to be. The bottom of the deck here, we have the Tankard, which is celebration, fun, and enjoyment. I don't think you were getting that from that past situation. It doesn't feel like if you're tied up in a knot, like you're going to enjoy that. It was uncomfortable. It was uncomfortable for you so that you would see that it was a knot and that it was your shadow self that was comfortable there. And that led you to have faith in the belief that you could have better and desire better. And then that desire is what's allowing you to move into this space to where you're actually going. The past is unfinished. It's an unfinished symphony. It's a symphony that does not align with who you are anymore. Like, it's almost as if you're trying to be the, what's the guy's name? How come I can't think of this stuff during readings, guys? During readings, my mind just goes blank. I don't know. When I'm channeling, I guess I'm not listening to like my thoughts. I'm really listening to what Spirit and my team has to say. But the whole point is that the conductor, thank you, the conductor, like you're trying to be the conductor, and Spirit is like, just move over. Just move over. I got this. I got this covered. I got this covered. And that's because, look, the past needs to be closed out. You can't make this up, guys. The world is here, okay? You can't make this up. What's preventing you from moving forward is you're sitting and sulking in sadness and grief over the past. You're looking at it through rose-colored glasses, and you're desiring to hold on to something that is not for you to keep. Like, you're not supposed to keep that. You're not supposed to keep this. Look at the bottom of the deck is the King of Cups. This is what's coming in for you guys, if it's not already here. For some of you, you may have a new person, a situation, a partner who is giving you everything that you desire, but for some reason you're unhappy still. And it's because you keep looking to the past with the expectation that that's where your happiness was supposed to come from. And you're being showed very clearly that the past was supposed to close out because there's a new development coming in for you. which is happiness, well-being, and an enterprise that's going to be built from it. Your wishes are in your future. There's nothing in the past but lack. There's nothing in the past for you but lack. And this is evident because look at the energy of the past. It's this Four of Pentacles, which keeps you stuck. This is what you're in right now, is a stuck energy of holding on to something, expecting that it's going to be fruitful. So there's something in the past that you had an idea or a thought in regards to. Okay, you thought it was supposed to work out for you. You thought that it was going to work out for you. You actually created your life around this and thought that this was the only opportunity. So if it were a situation with a person, like you expected that this person was going to be constant for the rest of your life, consistent, that they would be present, that they would not leave you, that you would not leave them. But that past energy wasn't actually on the same page as you, because you'll notice these Three Pentacles here that are separated. They're on different pages. They're on different wavelengths. They're not even in the same symphony. The instruments don't even align with one another. It's like being in a symphony and the person to the left of you is playing the clarinet and you're playing the flute and you're playing completely different songs. That's exactly what the past energy is. The symphony was chaotic. The symphony was chaotic and it's needing to be closed out. But there's some stubborn energy here, and I'm not even going to lie to y'all. There's some stubborn energy here because you're wallowing in sadness and grief over that not happening. Now, I want to validate you in the sense that you are okay to grieve the past. You should grieve the past. You should feel those emotions. You should allow yourself to love. But in addition to that, you should allow yourself to love where that love is being reciprocated back to you. And the reality of it is that here there's a cup that's being handed, and you're not noticing that that cup is being handed to you because you're so sad and grief, sitting in grief really, over the cups here that don't align with you. Now, the interesting thing is that these three cups here are not as big as this one cup here, nor do they equate to it. But your energy, the shadow parts of you, are so focused on this past energy that you won't even look up to see that the opportunities and your wishes that you want to be fulfilled are right here. This King of Cups, look, oh, I can't make this up. He's offering you this. The King of Cups is offering you love, romance, potential, growth. But it's like instead you want to choose the cup from the past that is so small, that is limited in what they can give you. And that's keeping you stagnant here. It's almost like a part of you wants to go with the new because you know that it's best for you. But the other part of you wants to stay stuck and stagnant because you've been so attached to this grief. You become that shadow, that monster in your bedroom, the monster in the closet. That's that pain that you've been attached to. And it's become bigger than your desire to press forward and move on. And it's really because what it looks like is that you're feeding it energy. The four, I don't know why I'm saying the Seven of Swords. I was going to say the Seven of Pentacles too, but the Four of Swords energy is what's hidden here. So this is stating that you're stuck. But the interesting thing about this Four of Swords is you'll notice that there's three swords that are hung on the wall. It's almost as if there's some type of like idolizing of the pain. Like a perspective in your shadow self, which is more than likely an inner child wound that's attached to, oh, thank you, Spirit. Okay, there's like an inner child wound that's attached to the highs and lows of the pain. And because this energy here of this King of Cups with the Page of Cups and the Chariot is so consistent. Okay, this is what they're showing me. So, when somebody is emotionally immature, you deal with highs and lows in the relationship, right? And in order for you to be with somebody like that, you have to be the same way. And we're all guilty of this. I'm guilty of this for sure, okay? You stay with somebody who is a lower vibration, lower energy, and just kind of keeps you in the drama of the highs and lows of trauma bonding, right? And in the trauma bonding, we're attached to things that are unhealthy because we think that that is healthy because it makes us feel safe because we haven't known anything but unhealthy love, right? And so it's almost as if you've done all this work, you've tried your best to heal and recover from this, but for some reason, there's a part of you that stays stuck and attached to the pain. And I can see some of you, like I can hear you praying and crying and asking God to release this pain from you. You don't want to stay stuck in this Four of Pentacles energy, yet it feels like there's something within your shadow that just keeps sucking you back into that energy. Like there's a sorrow that's attached to that pain that is very hard for you to release. And I think the reason why it's hard for you to release is because there's no acceptance of the fact that this is not good for me. And I know all too well how this feels, guys. It's very easy to attach ourselves to situations that are not fruitful because they feel most comfortable and safe for us and to us. And so with temperance here as your advice, this is to allow yourself to feel those emotions, allow yourself to feel the pain, the sadness, the grief, allow yourself to grieve, and then also tap into the energy of faith in realizing that, yes, I love that person. I loved them. I love them right now. Maybe I'm still in love with them. However, I need to be brave and courageous enough to let go of things that do not serve me and that do not align with what is best for my future, my destiny, my highest self with the Wheel of Fortune here. The best of you does not deserve the best of them. And when I say that, it's like the least of them does not align with the least of you. You guys are out of alignment. You're out of balance. And that's why this was unsuccessful. That's why it didn't work out the way that you desired it to. It would have just kept you in this continuous wheel of seeking love, seeking validation, seeking approval, and it didn't match. Look, chaos and conflict. It's like you're the zebra and they're the horse zebra thing here. And you're trying to come together and create a zebra. And it's like, well, you don't align. You don't align with them. And although these are hard pills to swallow, with temperance, you're being asked to come into an acceptance of the fact that maybe there's some avoidance here with the Four of Swords, with the Four of Pentacles. Maybe there's a control of, like, it feels like there's an ask to release your ideas of what you thought this could be and instead embrace what it is. Okay, Cappies, I hope that makes sense. Just keep in mind again that the past has nothing but lack. There's nothing there for you. They don't have anything to offer. I think you could be asking an orange to give you lemonade. And I just don't think that that's possible. And it's not a reflection of you. You've done nothing wrong. You gave this person or this situation the best of you. But unfortunately, they were not able to give you the best of them. And that's simply because they don't align with who you are. Doesn't mean they're a bad person. It just means that the best of them is not in alignment with you and where you're going. So while Spirit's readjusting your crown this week, allow yourself the space to adjust and adapt as well. Whew, heavy readings lately, guys, but you got this. Push through. Happiness and well-being are on the other side of this. Your wishes are being granted, okay? I hope this is your reading. If so, feel free to drop a sun emoji or another comment. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks again, and I'll see you next week. Bye.